Peace, blessings, and black power. This is Brother Sakim. The brothers that's going to be on this video today does not want their faces on camera, so I have to respect that. And I could only get their audio, but still some good listening. The brothers Hebrew Israelites, GMS. So let's go in. Hope you enjoy it. This is Brother Sakim coming at you from the heart of North Philadelphia. And today, I was out with the GMS Hebrew Israelites. Now, you know Nuwaupians and Israelites don't get along. Really, they didn't know I was Nuwaupian, but they were speaking the truth today. And most of what they were speaking, I had to agree with. Let's go in.
That's your tag. That's for
tear down the faces and put their images up.
okay, this one.
So that's your enemy, man. They don't got no love for you. Then they put all these different chemicals in your food.
Huh.
Alright?
No.
Monosodium glutamate, high fructose corn syrup.
You were about to go over there.
No, they put it all in the kids' food.
You got your camera, don't you?
So they force these foods to come out the womb, all the way down to the air that you're breathing, man. And you think that's your friend, man?
Right now, he talking about that high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. He's on
It says never trust our enemy like his iron rusted. So it's that's right. Never trust our enemy. What happened to the so-called Native Americans when they trusted the crackers that came over here? They got killed and they got their land taken and they got thrown into and you might say concentration.
You coming with me or you in state for?
Because them reservations is nothing but a modern day concentration.
Can I get you GMS? Yeah, I thought so. Can I get can I just record a little bit, Mama? You can no?
It says, those humble themselves and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him. This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. That's right. So you never trust your enemy, so like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So if you put a piece of iron outside in the rain, and the rain constantly rain on it, guess what? It's going to rust. All right. That's the same way that your enemies are. The so-called white man being one of them, the main one. All right. You know that, like I said, they bought the Gadites. They came over here and lied to them. All right, they lie to you every day. As a matter of fact, they lie and telling you that you're free. They telling you that you got independence. They telling you that your vote counts, man. And that's not your enemy, man. They telling you that you could be a president of the United States, and I don't even know why you want to be a president of a wicked-ass kingdom like this that's going down anyway. When the money's not worth nothing. It says, though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take the heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that this rust hath now not been altogether wiped away. That's right. So they might crouch like right now. Prime example right now. So when you first came over here, you knew the so-called white man was your enemy, man. You knew that. When you stepped off that boat, matter of fact, when they took us from Western Africa and brought us over here, we knew who our enemies were, man. Without a doubt. So now they're in that little crouching period. Alright, where you know that started around about I wanna say like 70s, 80s, you know, even before that with Martin Luther King and all that, when they try to integrate you and make it seem like y'all was cool. Why? Because they like if you got a wild dog and you got him on a leash and you training him, you gonna make that dog, you trying to get that dog to the point where you can let that dog go and he's not gonna do nothing you don't want him to do. Alright? That's the same thing with the crackers there, man. Now, right now, they're like, oh, you're my buddy, you're my friend. Honestly, you want to come to my house and have some tea, buddy? But you know, it's like you wipe that rust away, but it's still there, man. They try to act like they hungry. They want to give you a little job, you know, you go to their schools, they teach you all that garbage, man.
He says, set him not like thee, least when thou hast overthrown me, he shall stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, least he seek to take thy seat, and thou hast slackened. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith.
Yeah, so, like I said earlier, like Job, he ain't even want them to sit at the table with his dogs, right? That's and because when they get next to you, they want to take your spot, even if you got a job or something like that. So say you get a job with them, man. You working in the little Fortune 500 business. Your first mistake is slip up. They try to get rid of you. Why? Because they want your seat. All right. The same way they couldn't wait, like the Rothschild, I believe it was not Jacob Rothschild, but it was one of the Rothschilds. When they first took us down, he wrote a letter talking about they took our land, which was the land, well, what they call the land of Israel now. You know, and they said that they was happy to inform a certain president that they took us over.
Nathan Whitetail? Nathan?
Yeah, I think it was. No. He asked them, he wrote a letter saying that they was happy to inform
Sirach 12, 13 says, who will pity that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him is his slide. Sirach 12 and 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity?
That's right. So that's just like saying when it's talking about a charmer, that's the people that be playing with snakes now. So you playing with a snake, if you get bit, who's going to pity you? You ain't have no business playing with the snake in the first place.
It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?
That's right.
Or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
That's right. So if you come in, matter of fact, like that Edomite Steve Irwin, man. You think we was sitting there all choked up because that dude died, man? Now you was around wild beasts the whole life. Right? But guess what? One took you out. So you ain't supposed to be all choked up and wondering about that thing. So just as like if you out here, you know, for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you niggas out here on the hot like selling drugs, doing all type of wicked acts, man. When you get killed, when you get put in jail, we don't care about you, man. Why? Because you're supposed to be out here listening to the words of the Lord, man. Following the example of the Lord. The Lord wasn't out here, you know, selling drugs, man. Smoking Black and Miles, smoking Newports of weed, you know, with his pants sagging and all that. You know? He was a man of integrity. Alright? A ruler. He had that rulership mentality. But matter of fact, yeah, and then when these niggas get gunned down in the street, their mothers in the community like, oh, he was a good man. But this nigga was the main one killing everybody in the neighborhood. But he was a good man. You ain't supposed to get all choked up over that, because guess what? There's more death coming to this place anyway. If you pay attention to your current events.
Says, Sirach 12 and 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
That's right, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Right, look at one example, you got the dude Donald Trump too, man. Right, he was talking all that sweet stuff to these people, man. Even to the point a lot of so-called Negroes voted for that dude, man. He was talking sweetly with his lips. What they do, they tell you the things you want to hear, man. The enemy gonna tell you what you want to hear, man. They ain't gonna tell you the truth, man. Go ahead,
Says an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
That's right, man. Damn. What the crackers do, man. What the crackers do, man. Then you got the Rothschilds and all that, man. But they behind the scenes, man. All right. But if you got an enemy like so-called white man is our enemy, and it tells us in the scripture to meditate terrorists, man. So right now we in captivity, so we might be talking to him like, yeah, John, how you doing this? But in my mind, I'm like, man, I can't wait till we got you on in captivity, man. And meditating, thinking about the things we're going to do. That's the same thing these damn crackers doing us right now. And what do they have in their mind right now? The ways to overthrow you, they have the FEMA cancer. Alright? They have the RFID microchip for you. This is the mark of the beast. Alright? They have GMOs, all types of chemicals in your food, going down to even the air you breathe. They have all these things lined up for you, but they sit there and speak smooth.
Try sodium phosphate.
Yeah, they got all that.
So-called children's cereal.
Yeah, they got all that. But our people think that that's their buddy, man. The so-called white man's plan is to depopulate the whole earth, man. And mainly starting with you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They want to completely get rid of you. Why? Because they read the book of Obadiah 1 and 18. All right? They know that that's their ultimate fate. So how they can't get at the Lord. So what they going to do? They're going to go try to come get at his people, his children. The way like niggas do on the street. If they can't get to you or the mob or whatever, they be like, well, we can't get to him, so we gonna get something to hurt him. But not knowing you only hurting themselves, man.
Says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Right.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
That's right, man. Man, that was heavy. He will weep with his eyes, but the opportunity, but he will not be satisfied with blood, man. So even after he kills you, he's still not satisfied, man. All right? He want to kill you. He want to kill your whole bloodline, man.
It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Damn. Same way when you had that 9/11 situation. What happened? They came and tried to make it seem like they cared about you American citizens. But they was the ones that knocked the trade centers down, man. Adversity, they was found right there, man. And you dumbass people believe that, man. Talking about, oh man, and they blamed it on Ishmael, man, on the so-called Arabs, man. But we also know that that's one of their agendas to start World War III using Islam, man. But they knocked down the World Trade Center and tried to act like they was helping. How they do that? By telling you, oh, we're going to go over there, you know, and break havoc. But they ain't even do none of that, man. don't got nothing else, man. You got principle.
No, I'm just listening, man. I'm just breaking down that food, the chemicals in the food and everything. Yeah. I got that on my YouTube channel, my Facebook, my Instagram, all the time.
Yo, that's now she said that, man. Well, what she said about the food and all that, man. So, and that's how you know that the so-called white man is the devil.
Yeah.
Because before the FDA, right, which is the Food, Drug, and Administration, before the FDA, so why would you mix food and drugs? Oh. And then have an administration on it, right? So the FDA is the Food and Drug Administration, right? So this is how much the devil these white people are, man. Before that, who governed what you were supposed to eat? Right? And I did a little research on the FDA. I believe that came out in like 1928, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it was in around the 20s. It was around that time period. So before that, people had to eat before that. Alright? So what determined what you was eating? And for our people,